Donald Trump will meet top House Republican Kevin McCarthy in Florida tomorrow for talks, despite then-President calling him a PY for blaming him for MAGA riots. Former President Donald Trump will meet with House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy Thursday in Florida, after calling the California Republican a PY for placing some blame on the ex-president for the January 6 MAGA riot. Punchbound News first reported the get-together, noting that McCarthy had traveled to South Florida for donor meetings. The ex-president was angry at McCarthy for his speech on the floor before Trump was impeached for a second time by the House of Representatives on January 13. McCarthy voted against Trump's impeachment, but told lawmakers that the president is free from fault. The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters, McCarthy said. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. The California Republican also pushed back on a conspiracy theory brewing on the right, that Antifa was actually responsible for the insurrection. There was absolutely no evidence of that. And conservatives should be the first to say so, he said on the House floor. Politico reported that Trump was especially incensed that McCarthy wouldn't blame Antifa on the violent riot, which killed 5 in its immediate aftermath. Trump had appeared at a rally on the Ellipse and encouraged his supporters to march on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers were meeting to certify the election result. Several days after the House impeachment, Politico reported that Trump and McCarthy had a friendly conversation and that their relationship remains cordial. The New York Times was first to report that Trump had called McCarthy a PY, a word Trump had also used in a conversation with Vice President Mike Pence, as he tried to pressure Pence to overturn the election result when he presided over the January 6 Electoral College certification in Congress. Pence did no such thing and the election was eventually certified for Biden in the early hours of January 7, after Trump supporters had been cleared from the Capitol building. McCarthy twice voted in favor of challenges to Electoral College votes, in Arizona and, later, Pennsylvania. McCarthy allies also argued that the House GOP leader should get credit for there only being 10 Republican defectors in the House impeachment vote. That number made Trump's second impeachment the most bipartisan in history, but the defectors only made up a tiny portion of the caucus. One of the defectors, however, was McCarthy's number 3 in the House, Rep. Liz Cheney. CNN reported Wednesday that on a call McCarthy instructed his members, "No more attacks to one another. Cut that crap out," the leader told lawmakers, adding that only Republicans can prevent Republicans from taking back the House majority. Democrats already have a razor-thin majority and traditionally the party in the White House loses seats during the president's first midterm. Trump is now awaiting his trial in the Senate, which is due to start in early February. On Monday, Trump formally opened his office of the former president from Palm Beach County, the locale of his Mar-a-Lago resort, where he's been since before noon on President Joe Biden's inauguration day. Without access to his Twitter account, the ex-president has been relatively quiet, though his meeting with McCarthy indicates he plans to stay politically involved. Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna Romney McDaniel, however, told the Associated Press that the GOP would remain neutral in the 2024 Republican presidential primary, even if the ex-president decides to run. The party has to stay neutral. "I'm not telling anybody to run or not to run in 2024, McDaniel told the Associated Press. She had been asked if she wanted to see Trump on the ballot again. "That's going to be up to those candidates going forward. What I really do want to see him do, though, is help us win back majorities in 2022, McDaniel added.